Hey, welcome. You landed here on this video, so I'm guessing that you are trying to decide if your child should have an IEP or a 504 plan. And the school has offered you one or the other, and you're wondering if you should keep pushing for the other or what are the differences between the two. My name is Lisa Leitner. I'm a special education advocate for 15 years, blogger, writer. I do have a book coming out in fall of 2025. And here are a few of the other places where I've been featured. But this is not about me. This is about you and your child. So let's buckle up and get started. Um, IEPs versus 504 plans. IEPs are governed by a federal statute known as IDEA, the Individual with Disabilities Education Act, and 504 plans are governed by Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act. They were never meant to one is not meant to be a stepping stone to the other. That is how they're being used today in schools. But anyway, um, to have either or to qualify for either, your child must have a disability or learning disability of some kind. They are both for disabled students. One of the main differences is that IEPs have IEP goals, and there is a formalized progress monitoring process where it is written in this legally binding document that your school district has to provide you with reports of your child's progress toward their IEP goals. This is not a requirement with Section 504 plans. The team, there's no 504 plan goals, there's no 504 plan progress monitoring. So the only progress monitoring that takes place is, kind of the normal stuff like report cards. The other piece of it is that IEPs are for students receiving special education, specially designed instruction, or SDIs. If your child has an IEP, they are receiving special education. They're one and the same. A 504 plan is only accommodations. It's only about accessing the education. It's not about that specially designed instruction, those specific interventions for your child that they need to learn. Accommodations do not teach, they accommodate. So, common accommodations for things like ADHD, you might have preferential seating in the classroom, extended time on tests, the ability to retake tests, and things like that. Those are accommodations. They are not that specially designed instruction where your child needs a different method to learn the material. Okay, so one is just accommodations, the other is that specially designed instruction, special education, the interventions. Another main difference between IEPs and 504s is with IEPs, parents have a much more robust set of parental rights as well as recourse. 504 plans, there is due process in 504s and all that, but parents are mandated IEP team members. So for your child to get an IEP, which is developed by the IEP team, schools are mandated to include the parent in that process. You don't have that same right with Section 504 plans. So again, with an IEP, your parental rights are going to be a lot more robust. Okay, and this 504 plans and the way they're being used today is that they're kind of being used as like a stepping stone to IEPs. And they were never intended to be an IEP light. That's how they're being used in schools today. That was never their intent, but that is what is happening. So one of the red flags to look out for is this whole, we have to try a 504 first, or we have to do this, or we have to do that. There actually aren't any have tos like that. The The other one I hear is, well, he's a senior in high school, so we have to move him to a 504 plan. Or I don't know. They don't. I don't know how else to say it. They don't have to. Um, they are two different laws. They're both federal laws, but they were created at different times. One was created in 73. The other one was in 75. Again, they're separate. They're different, and it was never meant to be a stepping stone up or down for an IEP. So if you hear that, just ask them, okay, can you show me where it says that? Um, Feel free to go ahead, of course, parents, and Google it yourself and say, well, let me read about Section 504 plans, and I will provide links at the bottom of this as well. But just ask them, can you show me where it says that you have to try a 504 plan first? Because I bet you they won't be able to find it. Keep remembering that as far as the IEP process, special education, and special needs parenting, this stuff never gets easier. You get better. You will learn this, make the right decision for your child. And hey, I'm sorry if I didn't answer the question, which is better, because it truly depends on your child. Many students are successful with just accommodations. Many are not. Many need that specially designed instruction, that specially designed reading program because they're dyslexic. I'm seeing a lot of 504s for dyslexia these days as an advocate. And again, accommodations do not teach your child. If they have dyslexia, chances are they need a specially designed reading program to teach them how to read. So listen, I'm going to put a lot more links down in the notes for you to read up on this more and help you make your decision. I also offer training, but thank you for sitting through this video. You've just taken a little step toward being a better advocate for your child. So give yourself a pat on the back for that.